Are you gonna eat that? Hey YouTube, what you know good? He is the Reverend and he's back with another video brought to you by Project KNM, where we interrupt your day with some fresh art goodness. So, what's going on today? Well, today we've got something I whipped up on November the 11th last year. Now, for those of you who know their Japanese memes, you may actually know that day as Pocky Day. The character I'm drawing is Hotaru Shidare from the snack food-oriented series Dagashi Kashi. And since this was on Pocky Day, I figured this would be a perfect fit. As for the pose, I wanted to try doing a take of that Wolverine pose from the movie posters way back when. You probably know the one. I actually drew Hotaru once before, way back in 2016, when I was still new to digital illustrations and trying to figure out just what the hell I was doing. A lot of experimentation back then. A lot of experimentation right now, but you know, the difference is I kind of know what I'm doing, or at least have a feel of what I'm doing right now. Back then, 2016, the drawing was actually a crossover. It had Hotaru and Diva from Overwatch. The two are basically just chilling and sharing snacks. Now that I look back on that, I actually kind of want to redo that. I mean, I've got somewhat of a groove nowadays. I can sort of put what's in my head onto the canvas, which is one of the big issues I've always had. Just trying to figure out what it is that I want to draw, getting a good picture of it in my head, and getting that image in my head onto the canvas. Getting better at it though. So yeah, maybe one of these days I'll go back and, you know, try that one again. Which actually kind of segues into the question I've got for this for today. So from what I can remember about the series, Dagashi Kashi is about this boy named Kokonotsu. Sounds a lot like coconuts. His father runs a candy shop, and he's expected to take over the family business, but he'd rather not. And here comes Hotaru, who represents this big-time candy company, and she's trying to convince Coconuts over here to take over his father's shop, because if he does, his father will join Hotaru's company. It's like one big business move. But good freaking luck with that. Our boy here is not interested in running the father's shop. He's actually aspiring to become a manga artist instead. And I think that right there is the big reason why I actually tried watching the animated adaptation. Never read the manga. But I think the reason why I even got into it is because I somewhat relate to Coconuts just from that, you know, one artist to another, yeah? But I never did stick around and finish it. It just couldn't keep me invested. I mean, there's a lot of cool snack food trivia, but since I'm not much of a snack guy, I didn't really care. Sheesh, now that I think about it, sometimes I actually forget to eat altogether. But the point is, I still went through at least 6 episodes, I think, but I never stuck around and finished it. Now I think there's actually a second season. It's like, geez, I really need to go back and finish it, don't I? That's actually the question. I mean, the big question is, should I finish it after I've gone so far? Or should I just say, nah, it's not worth it and just keep it dropped? I mean, you guys ever do that? You ever get bothered by the fact that you didn't finish reading something or watching something? While drawing this, I remember that I didn't have a clue how the series ended, even if it even had an ending. I barely have time to really watch anything nowadays. But I could consider picking up the manga and starting fresh. I read fast. But then again, if I weren't that invested the first time, would it even be worth it? I'm not sure. I mean, it's like you want to finish it, but at the same time, you kind of don't. You guys ever do that? You ever just go back and forth in your head on whether or not to finish something? Honestly, there are just too many titles in this world. I mean, we can't complete them all. So you're gonna have to pick your battles. You're gonna have to figure out what's worth your time and what you're gonna finish, and what's like, I don't need it. I don't need it. What do you guys do? Did you actually finish a series once you started, or are you able to just drop it and let it go and forget about it? I mean, no matter how far you get through it, does it ever get to a point where you're willing to just drop it and say, nah, done? Or once you've gotten to a certain point, do you just say, I'm went too far. I might as well see how it ends. I'm not even gonna lie, that's kind of where I am with the Ruby series. That's a can of worms that I don't really want to open up in this video, though. Honestly, it's more like a can of bees. But let me not, actually, that's probably a bad example. Maybe I should say about a can of wasps. Because, you know, there's a certain type of bee that everyone has been talking about lately, and I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to bring it up. You know what? Ignore I said all that. Ignore it. Screw it. Get back to the question. Do you guys finish what you start at all times, or are you willing to just drop it? Edit. But while you're thinking about the question and not that other thing I brought up, I think maybe it's a good time for me to just wrap this up. Now, I don't need to be a stranger. If you got any thoughts, think I should finish Dagashi Kashi, drop an answer in the comments. As always, if you have any suggestions, questions, criticisms, complaints, compliments, whatever, drop a thought. And if you dig what I do, show me you want more by hitting that subscribe button. Okay. Yeah, I think that came out really well. I can't be too sure. We'll see. Wait a minute. Wait. Are we still recording? Oh crap. Kill the feed. They're not supposed to see this yet. Kill the feed!